Hi everyone! I'm so excited to be showing you guys this video of my installing of 2 new bee packages this year. There's my 2 bee packages there in the background. And if you saw my videos from last year, I just had 1 hive and it was in a homemade aquarium that I turned into a beehive, and they did great until they swarmed and didn't create a new queen. I tried getting a new queen and introducing it, but unfortunately it didn't take. So my beehive didn't survive the winter, fortunately. So this year I'm going to be starting 2 new beehives. One in a traditional Langstroth hive and then one in my aquarium hive from last year. So we're gonna see how this goes. I have some sugar water here that I've made, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off the lid from my Langstroth hive here. Let me angle it down a bit. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna take this lid off, set that aside, and also take off the cover, set that aside. And I have a feeder in here, so I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some sugar water in this feeder so that once I install those bees, I don't have to open it up and add the sugar water later. And one thing I thought I would try too, I'm fairly new at this, so maybe you can write in the comments if it's a good idea or not, but I got a little bit of lemongrass essential oil and I put it on a tissue, and I thought I would tuck it in there and see if that helps them kind of calm down and enjoy their new hive a bit better. So I'm just going to tuck that right there on the top. I'm not going to fill up the whole feeder, but I'm just going to put in enough to kind of get them started. I'll probably add some more later as well. About that much. Okay. And I'm just going to create some space. These frames have foundations in them, but I did take 3 frames from my hive from last year that have been built out, and they have some uncapped honey and nectar in them. So I thought that would help kind of get them started. There are a few partially built out frames here. So I'm just going to kind of create an opening. I'll take that one out. All right, and so now I think we're ready to go ahead and get this bee package open. Where did I put my hive tool? Let me go grab it. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I've got my hive tool to help me out here. And also, when I picked up my bees today, they gave me this really cool little pocket knife, which is kind of perfect for my little beehive tool. It's got a pen for my journal because I make notes every time I inspect and open my hive, and also has a little tool. I'm hoping to use that to get the cork out of the queen cage. Also, it's got a little pocket knife and a flashlight too. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to keep that with my beehive stuff. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and put this one into this hive. Let's see if you can see that. Alright, so I'm just going to start by getting this can a little bit loose here. Get that up just a little bit. Okay. And before I pull it all the way out, I'm just going to tap the box a little bit just to get most of the bees down to the bottom so they're not flying around once I go ahead and take the can out. So I'm just going to hang on to this can, give it a bit of a tap. Maybe I'll just do right here. so now I'm going to pull the can out, and you might want to have something handy to put on top of the hole. Let me see. I brought something with me. Hang on just one moment. Let me grab something to put on top. Okay. Give it one more tap. And then as I take the can out, we'll just cover it up with this piece of wood. And a few of the bees are going to get out, but that's okay. This can is just filled with some feeding material, and I'm going to leave that near the hive just so that they can have a little bit of resources to eat while they're getting established in their hive. So I'll just set that aside. Okay, now I'm going to take the queen's cage out. Okay. You can see this is where the queen is kept. She's in this little box here. And there's a lot of bees already trying to get her out, but there's a little cork blocking their way. So we're going to take that cork out, replace it with a little marshmallow, and that way the worker bees can chew her out and let her into the hive. Okay, we're going to try to use this handy dandy little tool here. And you really want to make sure you can see the queen so she doesn't fly off while you're opening up the cage. Just going to knock some of the bees aside. So now I've got my finger over the hole. Make sure she doesn't get out. And just take this bit of marshmallow here and just plug up that hole. Marshmallow. All right. Okay, so let's set this box down, and I'm just going to, for now, just set the queen here on top. Kind of create an opening there. I'm going to give this box one more tap just to kind of get them all in one area. And then I'm just going to shake them in. Okay. So the remainder of the bees, or the few left in there, I'm just going to set them to the side of the hive, and that way as they come out they can fly into the hive themselves. Just set it over here. As you can see, there are bees everywhere. Haven't been stung yet, but we'll see. I might be. Okay. So now, as far as the queen goes, I'm just gonna set her down into the hive, and I was watching on some YouTube videos and saw kind of a new technique that they were using to set the queen this way, kind of horizontal rather than vertical. So they're just kind of, I'm going to see how that works this year. Alright, so they are all in place. I'm just gonna put this frame back in now. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on now. And maybe give these one more shake. Okay, I'm just going to put it right by the entrance here so that hopefully they can all get out. See if we can just get these little guys in. Come on, little bees. In you go. In you go. Just trying to scoop them in there so they can get warm. All right. Put the lid back on. Okay. So that is, I've got bees all in my hair, don't I? Okay, so that is Hive introduction number 1. If you want to see my aquarium hive, I'm going to make that my second video. So stay tuned and subscribe. Bye.